so we're trying out this new game. Well, not a new game. I've played this for a while. I've been hooked with this game a lot. We're gonna start with Death Row. So now this is the beginning of the game. The very, very, very beginning. Sentenced to death. That's where we come in with the contract to construct an execution chamber and talk that guy's big dude. This is where we'll be facility built. First, enough space inside to fit an execution room and a holding cell. So let's get started. Construct the new building here. We will also need an entrance to the execution facility. Build a large jail door into the south wall. Okay, so what we gotta do is we gotta build a facility. A new facility for execution. It's gonna be that big. We also need to put in a large jail door here. Shut up, CEO! Not done yet. There we go. Your workmen are responsible for the construction. Don't put this field in the car from the store to the construction site. You will use those raw materials to build the foundation and frame of your building. This is the slowest part of the construction. While we wait, take a look. Use WASD or the arrow lift, and use a mouse. You know, this is not a very big prison at all. Yeah, this is not a very big prison. Inside the building, I want a cell and an execution room. Partition the space by constructing some brick walls. Okay, that's simple enough. That is simple enough. There, there, there. Excuse me. You're also going to want a large jail door right there. And there. See, I've played this game before. I know what he wants. Now add large jail doors to those dividing walls. You can rotate an object placement by clicking the middle mouse button or press R. They're already done. That's looking good. Now we need to designate rooms within those spaces. Designate a cell in the smaller area where a condemned inmate will live. Then designate the execution room itself in the larger area. Cell right here. Execution right here. Those new rooms have requirements before they become functional. The cell needs a bed and a toilet. The execution room requires the electric chair. Okay, electric chair right there, and the bed there, with a toilet right there. has the essentials taken care of, but there are still a few improvements you can make. It's up to you, though. These aren't strictly required. It depends how much you care about your prisoners and their environment. The cell itself could be improved with an outward-facing window and a small bookshelf. And the facility would look better with a higher quality floor material like wood floorboards or mosaic tiles. Okay. Outside, you could add some lighting and a paved pathway if you think it needs it. Okay. Well, we can do that. This is the man in question, Edward Rhodes. A teacher once, you would believe. It's not our place to decide if he deserves. The law has made that decision. We're just here to do a job. Once you are satisfied, the facility is ready. You can begin the prisoner's transfer to his new cell. Simply click the Polaroid in his cell to initiate the transfer. I'm not ready yet. I'm going to do flooring first. Now we're ready.
Do not shed one tear for this guy. He's a stone-cold killer, guilty as charged. He's even confessed. Want to hear his description of what he did? It's juicy stuff.
I like juicy stuff.
It was around 11 p.m. The lights were already on. I knew she was home.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how much more I can take of that high voice with the chief. I can't take him seriously because of it. But there's only so many voice impressions that I can really do. Voice overs that I can really do. Okay, here. I knew I'd catch you two here.
Edward, I...
Don't. Just don't.
What are you going to do?
Yup. A double murder. Okay then.
Clear as day, if you ask me. Deserves at Volt he's gonna get. All the men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you could deal out such a final judgment? Catching your wife with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's a double premeditated murder.
He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. The state is making an example of him. If he'd committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice?
Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone.
Good work so far. However, there is one problem. The execution room isn't functioning yet, because it doesn't have any power. We need to connect it to the electrical supply. We are now viewing the prison's in utilities mode, which shows us the electrical wiring layout for the entire prison. Excuse me. Each building of the prison is connected to the power grid by these thick underground electrical cables. Power is provided to the prison by the substation, which draws electricity from the national grid. As you can see, this entire wing of the prison cells is without power. All the lights are out. To fix this problem, we need to switch into utilities mode to understand why the lights are without power. The nearest electrical cables are too far away. Our engineers can't complete the wiring for this area.
And I'm sorry about that.
Extend this electrical cable nearby to cover this wing of the prison.
So we need to make power to this side of the prison. Simple enough. There.
Lights aren't the only thing that needs power. Your new electric chair does too. Use the power cables to connect the execution facility to the power grid. The electric chair itself is a special type of electrical item. It requires its own dedicated power line. You need to connect it up directly with the main cables.
So now we need to connect the station over here with power. Simple enough.
We are almost done, I think. We should test the new execution at least once before we try to use it, though. I'm just going to turn it on for a few seconds, make sure everything is okay.
Prison-wide power outage.
Well, that didn't work. Looks like we drew too much power and tripped the circuit breaker in the power station. The whole prison is dark. We're going to need more juice to be able to handle the power spike that the electric chair generates. First, we need to turn the power back on. This is a two-step process. Switch the power station back on by clicking on it and selecting Switch On in the menu that appears. Then build 3 more capacitors so we have enough power capacity to handle the electric chair. Once you've done that, test the electric chair again by clicking on it and selecting Switch On in the menu.
I'm gonna add that first because honestly, this game should add if you run the power station on before you or while you're adding more power capacitors, the whole prison just cuts, or your work just dies. That's what I mean. It gets shocked to death and dies. That's what would happen. We'll wait to switch that on. Is that a fridge over there? Can I help you? What are you looking for forgiveness?
I don't know. I have to do something. I can't live with the things I've done.
You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You will never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past.
I want to go back. I want to forgive her.
I want her to forgive me. God will forgive you no matter what you have done, if you ask him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way. I'm trying to do these voiceovers. I just can't remember all the voiceovers in this. It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing, even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and He will have the final judgment on you. And actually, these prison suits in the game is black, so you'll see that in a little bit. Maybe in a few episodes. Farther down. Christmas, and I hope they have a Happy New Year. You know that feeling. New Year, new me. Here we go again. Palermo. Okie dokie then. We need these guys to go. Stop everything and just go. Okay, so this is what we're doing. It took a bit longer than expected. Whoa, here. My God, there's fun. Christ on a crutch. It's Don Palermo. Of all the inmates, it just had to be our mob boss. The bad news for him is that the budget cuts have meant we had to sack all our permanent doctors. The good news is our infirmary is still usable. Hire a couple of doctors, and they'll take care of Don Palermo. Whilst we start out sort of this mess. We'll get that fixed here soon. Oh no. Use the bulldoze to demolish the ruined canteen and kitchen. You'll need to remove all the debris. Yeah, I accidentally clicked on one too many, so I don't know what the first one said. This desolate garbage cell adjacent to the road. Our workmen will dump the wreckage. There for the garbage trucks to dispose of. Fire! Can you send those firemen home now that they've done their jobs? I've added more details on each of these objectives into your to-do list. Anytime you're unsure what to do, highlight the objective, and you'll see additional instructions. I'm gonna send those firemen home right now.
kind of fun to watch. I'm not even gonna lie. Obviously, Pantene is cleaner of all the wreckage. Oh. While I'm eating, good work. Let's check up on our casualties. I think he's trying to say something. Which of you cocksucking, faggot, banging, rat piss motherfuckers did this? No one did this to you, Pappy. It was an accident. Shut your stinking mouth and listen good. The both of you. If I knew which of you started that fire, I'd snap your stinking neck. But my time is done. I'm going to die in this fucking bed. And there's a family business to run. The Palmer's name is all we've got left. So you do the honorable thing, you dirty piece of shit, Fox. Capiche? We know what to do, Pops. Excuse me. Watch your fucking back. This isn't over, Nico. Without food, these inmates will be tearing the walls down within a couple of days. We've got to secure the prison before we end up with a riot on our hands. This is the deployment screen. From here you can control the tactical deployment of all your guards. Deploy a spread of guards to a cell block and rooms. Assign 10 guards to stations around the prison. That should be a sufficient show of strength for now. I also want to patrol around the inner courtyard where we will be building the new facilities. Okay. Anytime you're unsure what to do, highlight the objective, and you'll see additional instructions. Okay, seems reasonable. work still to do. We need to turn our attention to replacing the kitchen and canteen. First, we need to rebuild the kitchen. You need to install several pieces of equipment and hire some chefs. Once that's done, build a new canteen. Once you have done all that completed, the chefs will automatically start preparing meals for the entire prison. If you aren't sure what to do at any time, try highlighting the objective in the to-do list to see some hints. Okay.
You know what? I think I'm gonna cut it there. I just didn't want to do part of this for now because I got some other stuff to do. Plus, I'm gonna try to slow down on the games for the night because it's gonna get close to 4. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna do tomorrow. Because tomorrow's New Year's Eve, so we'll just have to find out. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Catch y'all later.